So friends, we are on to the next category of variances, that is material cost variances. This category also carries 4 steps. It has similarities with sale value variances as well as fixed overhead variances. First step, actual cost of material consumed. All actual, just like SV1. Second step, standard cost of materials consumed. Quantity remains actual, rate becomes standard, just like SV2. Third step, related to mix. When multiple materials are used, only then M3 is applicable. Here again there are sub-steps. We consider total actual material consumption quantity. Put that in busted quantity ratio. What you get is standard mix quantity multiplied with standard rate. I will get M3 just like SV3. Now M4 is not like SV4. SV4 was busted, M4 is not busted. M4 is like FO5. Standard material cost for actual production. I have to flex my budget of material to reach there. Standard material cost for actual production. Calculate standard cost per unit of output and multiply it with actual output in units. Then table as small as sale variances. On the top, cost variance M4 minus M1, reverse counting because it is cost category. Left hand side, material price variance M2 minus M1. Right hand side, the term is new, usage. Material usage variance M4 minus M2. Under that, mix M3 minus M2. And right hand side, new term again. You can call it material sub-usage variance or material yield variance, YIELD, yield. Material yield variance, M4 minus M3. This is what you are going to learn today. 4 steps, 1 table, very easy. Apply yourself 30 minutes at home. Lots of questions we'll be doing today and even in next sessions to come. So focus on this, nothing difficult, very simple. You need to practice them a lot. Along with me, you'll be doing question, but keep on writing the steps again and again. I'll be using the format again and again, but you'll be writing the steps again and again. And focus on every step. Few intricate questions will be there. Try to understand all of them. So I'm writing there all steps and table, and then questions will be reaching. So heading is material cost variances. This is category number 5 for you. First was sale value, second was sale margin, third was variable overhead cost, fourth was fixed overhead cost, this is fifth, material cost, and later you will be doing labor cost, and then combination questions will be there. Now, first step, M1, actual cost of materials consumed. How do I compute it? Actual quantity consumed multiplied by actual price per unit. If they are multiple, I'll take a sigma. 3-4 materials are there. For every item, compute separately, then add. You will get the M1. M2. Standard cost of actual quantity of materials consumed. Standard cost of actual quantity of materials consumed. Quantity remains same. Actual quantity consumed multiplied by standard price per unit. Per unit of input, obviously. This is M2. M3, mix related step. Standard cost of actual materials consumed if it were in standard proportion. If it were in standard proportion. Substeps. You don't need to even recall substeps. In sale value variances SV3, you can easily do it. Substeps are only for first time, or once you forget, you can look back to the substeps and do easily. Number 1. Compute total actual quantity of materials consumed. Determine budgeted quantity ratio for materials. Number 3, put 1 in 2 to get standard mix quantity for each material. Sigma of standard mix quantity multiplied by standard price per unit is equal to M3. So M3 is nothing but total of standard mix quantity multiplied by standard price per unit respectively. M4. Standard material cost for actual production. Standard material cost for actual production. First, calculate standard cost per unit of output from any standard mix. Multiply standard cost per unit of output with actual output to get M4. Remember one thing, first 3 steps are purely based on input material. Last step is the only step based on output. And what is output? Output equal input minus loss. the losses given in question are not used anywhere else in M1, M2, M3. They are used only for the purpose of computing M4. You get one standard mix, get its cost, divided by standard output, means total input minus standard loss, standard output. You get standard cost per unit of output. Multiply with actual output, which is actual total input minus actual loss. That is actual output. From there you will be getting the M4. So only in M4 the losses are getting considered. Before that only inputs were considered. Now after we have computed M4, what I will be doing? I will be making a table of variances. Table of variances. Materials cost variance. M4 minus M1. M4 minus M1. Under this you are getting materials price variance, which is M2 minus M1. Materials usage variance, M4 minus M2. Under this, further, under usage variance, you are having two categories: materials mix variance, M3 minus M2, and materials yield variance, or sub-usage variance. This is M4 minus M3. This is the variance table that you need to remember forever in this material category of variances. So first question in the material cost variances is C1. Very simple starting question to deal with. Material M is used to produce a toy. It was busted that each toy will require 5 kg of material at the rate of 9 per kg. It is budget, so it is planning. During month, 500 pieces of toy were produced using 2100 kg material purchased at rupees 25,000. Now simply I am given actual cost of material consumed rupees 25,000. M1 is given. M2 standard cost of material consumed. It is 2100 kg at the rate of standard. Standard is 9 rupees per kg. 9 per kg. 2100 into 9. 18,900. This is M2. M3 not applicable. Hence M3 equal M2 equal 18,900. I have told you condition of applying M3 when there are multiple materials. In this question there is a single material, so M3 is not applicable. When any step is not applicable in model steps approach, you take value of earlier step in that. So M2 is taken here. M4, standard cost for actual production. Standard cost per unit of output multiplied by actual output in units. Here it is 5 kg at the rate of 9 per kg, rupees 45 per unit. I can call it per toy, multiplied by, actually they have made 500 toys. So 45 into 500 is there 22,500. 22,500. The very simple starting question here. The table of variances 22,500 minus 25,000. This is 2,500 adverse. It is coming negative, so it is 2,500 adverse. M2 minus M1. M2 we computed 18,900. 18,900 minus 25,000. This is 6,100 adverse. 6,100 adverse. M4 minus M2, 22,500 minus 18,900. This is 3,600 favorable. Mix was not applicable. That's why M2 and M3 were equal. 18,900 minus 18,900, this is nil. Logically, when there is a single material, mix variance cannot happen. Mix cannot change. Again, interpretations you will get in the last session, interpretation of variances, but here you should be remembering this. M4 minus M3, 22,500 minus 18,900. 3,600 favorable is yield variance or sub-usage variance. So, all the usage variance is caused by yield or sub-usage. That is a complete question C1. Next one, question C2. This is standard easy question. Standard but easy question. You are given multiple materials. Actual is also given, budget is also given, that makes the things easy. Second table is for actual. So, actual cost of material consumed, it is given there, rupees 1157 given. Nothing to compute, the computation is also given there, even addition they have done. So, they have given you 1157. Standard cost of material consumed, 215, 385 to be multiplied by, this is material 1, material 2, don't get confused with the step numbers, multiplied by standard price 2 and 1.70. So, different from what was done in second table. 215 into 2, this is 430. 385 into 1.7, this is 654.5. If I add 654.5 in 430, I am getting is 1084.5. This is the answer of M2. Now M3 is applicable here. You need to practice M3 for sure, but having done SV3, M3 will be easy for you. So concentrate on this M3. Total actual quantity consumed, 215 plus 385. This is 600 units. Budgeted quantity ratio 100:200, or I can call it 1:2. Standard mix quantity for M1 and M2. 600 into 1/3, 200 units. 600 into 2/3, 400 units. Multiplied by standard rate per unit, 2 and 1.70. 400, then 400 into 1.7, 680. If I add 1080. So what I have done there, I got total actual quantity consumed. No role of loss. Loss will not come because that will create output. We are talking input. Total actual input quantity, material quantity, 600. Put in busted quantity ratio 1:2, you get 200 and 400. Multiply that with standard rate 2 and 1.70. Actual rate comes only in M1. After that, always it is standard rate. In M2, M3, M4, it is standard rate. You are getting 1080 in M3. M4. Standard cost per unit of output multiplied by actual output in units. Look at a budget which is given. Cost there is 540 and in budget I am getting units 270. This is just like fixed overheads. Busted cost by busted units. Busted cost 540, busted units 270. Multiplied by actual units 530. This is 2 per unit applied on 530. Rupees 1060. Rupees 1060. Here I am getting table of variances. 1060 minus M1 was given there 1157. 1060 minus 1157. This is 97 adverse. Material price variance. M2 we computed earlier. 1084.5 minus 1157. 1084.5 minus 1157. 72.5 adverse. M4 minus M2, 1060 minus 1084.50. This is equal to 24.50 adverse. 24.50 adverse. Mix variance, I needed M3. M3 we computed 1080. 1080 minus 1084.50. 4.50 adverse. And lastly 1060 minus 1080 is equal to 20 adverse. Now nothing difficult, very simple. This is a standard easy question in the category of material variances. This was complete C2. Next is question C3. Question C3. Again same format I am using here. You are given all the same data, only thing is budget is not completely given, only percentages are given. For me percentages are sufficient, I don't need the budget in detail. If you look there, you are given the actual cost, even total is given 5910. So 5910 given is what I can write there. Standard cost of actual quantity of material used. Now materials are X and Y. Actual quantity used 210 kg, 190 kg. Apply on that standard rate. Standard rate given along with the percentages here 20 and 10. So what I am getting 4200, 1900, 6100 is the total. M3. Total actual quantity consumed. 210 plus 190, 400 kg. Put in 60:40. 60%, 40% is the ratio given there. 3:2. 400 kg put in 60:40. That makes 240 kg and 160 kg. Multiplied by standard rates. Standard rates are 20 and 10. 4800, 1600. You're getting is 6400 rupees. M3. Nothing difficult, very simple. Now for the purpose of M4, I need standard cost per kg of output. Standard cost per kg of output multiplied by actual output in units. Standard cost per kg of output multiplied by actual output in units. Now simply I don't have a budget. Considering one standard mix. You can consider any standard mix that you like. I consider 60 and 40. Input is 100 minus loss 20, output is 80, multiplied by 20 and 10, 1200, 400, 1600. When your input is 60 and 40, your output is 80, your cost is 1600. So standard cost per kg of output 1600 divided by 80 will be 20 per kg. You may use 6 lakh, 4 lakh input. Ratio should be standard. Loss should be standard 20% of input. Your answer will be same 20 per kg. If you produce 1 million batches like this, your cost will be 1 million times, your output will be 1 million times. So per kg will be same at 20 per kg. Now 20 per kg applied on actual output. Actual output is given in last item 330 kg. 20 per kg multiplied by 330 kg. This becomes rupees 6600. 6600. Let us apply in table of variances. 6600 minus 5910. 690 favorable. M2 we computed 6100. M3 was 6400. M4 is 6600. This is 190 favorable. This is 500 favorable. This is 300 favorable. And this is 200 favorable. Only good point you have understood in this question is M4. The next question is question C4. Again a simple question. Lots of calculations already given in question. First of all, M1, the bottom table is about actuals and multiplication and even addition is given there. So 52,225 is M1. M2 I need to calculate 640, 950, 870. This is to be multiplied with standard rate 15, 20, 25. Multiply and add, you will get M2. 640 into 15, 9600. 950 into 20, 19,000. 870 into 25, 21750. Once you will add, you will get 50,350. This is M2. M3, total actual quantity given. Total actual quantity of material 2460 units. Put in 6:8:10, 60:80:100, or I can call it 3:4:5. So 2460 into 3/12, 2460 into 4/12, 2460 into 5/12. This is for material X, Y and Z. This is standard mix quantity. Two four six zero divided by 12 into 3, 615 units, 820 units, 1025 units. Multiplied by 15, 20 and 25. Last one is 25625. 16400, middle one. 9225 is first one. Once you add, I hope you will get 51250. This is M3. Very simple things, very simple question, nothing difficult so far. Later on you will get difficult questions also, but so far it is very simple. Look at M4 there. Question tells me for 1 unit of output, the following inputs are applicable. 240 units is total input, not output. So I need to concentrate on output. How many units of output are produced? 1. In the bottom table on the top it is written 10 units of output are actually produced. So, standard cost per unit of output, it is given at rupees 5,000 multiplied by actual output in units, that is 10 units. There is no loss concept in the question. For 1 unit of output, all inputs are given, all cost is given, and 10 units are produced, that is given. So I get rupees 50,000 as M4. 50,000 is M4. Get there. 50,000 minus 5,225. 2225 adverse. Then M2 minus M1. M2 we computed 50,350 minus 5,225. 1875 adverse. You can write unfavorable also for adverse. M4 50,000 minus 50,350. This is 350 adverse. 350 adverse. M3, we computed M3 how much? 51250. 51250 minus 50,350. This is 900 favorable. 900 favorable. M4 was 50,000 minus 51,250. This is 1250 adverse. Very simple question. Only good point was again M4. This was complete question C4. The next question we take up is question C5. Again, simpler and smaller question as compared to the earlier one. There is a single material. So, single material makes the things easier for me. You are given the budgeted production 200 units, standard consumption of material 2 kg per unit, standard price 2 per kg. Actually 250 units were produced and material A rate was 8 per kg, consumed at 1.8 kg per unit of P. So, M1 is little better than earlier questions. 250 units multiplied by 1.8 kg per unit. This is actual consumption kgs. 250 into 1.8 makes 450 kg. At the rate of 8 per kg actual rate, multiplied by 8, 3,600 rupees. Actual cost of material consumed 3,600. You are not directly given consumption kg. He says for 1 unit produced, 1.8 kg is consumed. So, actuals are what you are comparing here. This 450 kg at standard rate. What was standard rate? 6 per kg. 450 into 6. Rupees 2,700. M3 not applicable. M3 equal M2 equal 2,700. So, mixed variance will be nil here. M4 for standard cost for 1 unit of output. Two kg multiplied by rupees 6 per kg. 12 rupees. Actual output 250 units. 250 units. 12 into 250. 3,000 rupees. Now you have to apply in the table only. 3,000 and 3,600. 600 adverse. 2,700 minus 3,600. 900 adverse. 3,000 minus 2,700. 300 favorable. This is 2700 minus 2700 nil. And this is 3000 minus 2700. This is 300 favorable. This is a table of variances that will give you full marks in the exam. This was C5. Next is question C6. Looking at question C6, two materials there. Very simple question again, similar to what you have done earlier. Look at actuals. You need to calculate here. In earlier question, calculations were given. This is 140 into 42, 110 into 56. So I need to calculate 140 into 42. This is 5880 actual cost of consumption in this first material P. For Q, 110 into 56, 6160. Once I add 12040. When you apply the standard rate on these, you get second step. P and Q, 140, 110. This is 40 and 60. So 140 into 40, it is 5600. 110 into 60, this is 6600. Once you add, you get 12,200. Third step, mix related step. Total actual quantity consumed. 140 plus 110, that is 250 liters. Budgeted quantity ratio, 150 ratio 100, that is 3 ratio 2. For P and Q, 250 into 3 by 5, 250 into 2 by 5. 150 liters, 100 liters. Multiply with standard rate 40 and 60. 6,000, 6,000. 12,000 rupees. M3 very simple, 12,000. Can't get easier questions than this. Very, very simple question. Computing M4 here, you're having 150 into 40, 6,000. 100 into 60, 6,000. 250 liter input minus 20%, 50. You are getting standard output 200 liter for 12,000 rupees. So standard cost per liter of output, 12,000 divided by 200, rupees 60 per liter. Actual output is given 195. So 60 into 195 is M4, 11,700. Now table of variances. 11,700 minus 12,040. $340 adverse. Then M2, 12,200. 12,200 minus 12,040. $160 favorable. M4 was 11,700 minus 12,200. 500 adverse. 500 adverse. Question does not want me bottom level variances. So I can ignore the bottom level variances. Even M3 could have been avoided. So whenever the question is asking only middle level, I can stay at that.